If your team is constantly asking you what to work on, where in the process one of the tasks is, or bombs you with status updates all day, your notifications just going crazy, you are not just wasting time. You are burning out your team, you are killing momentum, and you are building a business that cannot scale. And I bet it's because you are mixing up statuses and stages right in ClickUp. If you're new here and you don't know me yet, hi, I'm Yvonne Heimann from AskEvie.com. I'm a business efficiency consultant and leadership coach that specialized herself in ClickUp. Yes, I've been doing ClickUp and burning it down and breaking it and implementing it and consulting on it and teaching it and training it and building it since 2018. And let me tell you, this one single mix-up comes up nearly every single time when I see a messy workspace. But once you fix it, your team becomes faster, more clear, and way more independent. Now let me show you exactly what I mean and break down once and for all the status versus stages problem. If you've been around, you might have heard me, because it's one big red button for me, talk about status versus stages. What that is ClickUp allows us, because it's so versatile, to make our statuses whatever we want it to do. The problem with that is that statuses in ClickUp, if not set up right, will not allow you to scale your business. Your team is going to be confused. You're not getting the information you need about your tasks. Your ClickUp statuses should only tell you, is somebody working on it or not? Meaning your statuses are action-based. If you are running a client database or a CRM, that is the 1% of times where that can be different. Any other time, 99.9% of the time, your status should be to do, in progress, waiting internally, waiting externally, prove, or complete. And by the way, this is a clip from a recent ClickUp masterclass where I broke down the 5 ClickUp automations every business owner needs. And if you join one of my webinars live, you can actually get all of your questions answered live and also catch a couple of bonuses. So make sure you click the link below and join one of my upcoming webinars. Now, the secondary to that is stages. Stages is the process your work, your deliverable, your object is going through, whatever you are creating. The status is action-based. I know if Libby is working on something, if I'm working on something, we have the assignee in there, we have the status. And then we have stages. For example, with video, it's in the ideation, it's needing to be prepared, it's getting script, recorded, edited, SEO optimized. What does that video go through in that production phase? That's a stage. And as you can see, graphics has a stage, our YouTube videos has a stage. There's stages for different projects and deliverables happening at the same time. That gives you all of the information and overview that you need to be efficient and productive. The problem that can cause is, if I am recording my video and I'm marking it recording done, what status is it in? If we have a video in prep and we are ready to record and I click the record button, it's still in to do. So with that, we have a really simple secondary automation. For example, right here in the example of our podcast production, when Libby has everything done and everything is scheduled and all the assets are built and everything cool, awesome, it goes into the last stage of this podcast is all done and email the guest, which then changes the status to complete. This is how you can connect your stages to your statuses without having to constantly update both. For example, these can be used in a way where if you are in a process where you are building deliverables for your client and the drop-down field is send proof to client. That send proof to client now triggers a status update that says waiting external, because the waiting external status tells us this process is on hold right now because we are waiting externally, in this case for the client to come back to us to give us whatever we ask them to do, to give us the feedback to move forward. And with this, you and your team don't have to double click. You and your team don't have to do the double work. And if your process is laid out clear, you know exactly how the status and the stages work with each other, and you still can use them separately too. And there you have it. Once this is set up, you'll stop wasting time updating both manually. You always know exactly where a task stands. You give your team direction without micromanaging them. And you also get to finally build a system in ClickUp that can actually scale with you. Because if you just use statuses milli-vanilli in ClickUp, you can't scale ClickUp. We've seen it. It is not possible. Let me know in the comments. Have you been using status versus stages the right way? Or was this your wake-up call of, okay, we need to change something because we do want to scale ClickUp? And if this status versus stages shift hit home, go watch this video right here where I show you a simple setup that makes ClickUp show you exactly what you need. And that's where you can really personalize your ClickUp workspace, and that's where the real magic happens. I'll see you in the next video.